Hello everybody. So got another haul video here for you. This guy wants to be part of it. What you doing, buddy? And this isn't part of a haul video. have been sitting over here watching Advent Children. I love this movie. I don't know how many times I've watched this. It's one of my favorite movies. I bet I watched it even before the English version came out, before it was even subtitled. I bet I watched the Japanese version, even though I had no clue what was going on, like 10 times. I love this movie. So, let's jump in with, you know what, let's start with some carded stuff. Let's do that. First up, I got a Reaction Figures Gremlin Stripe with the chainsaw. He's kind of hard to find from what I understand, and I got him for a really good deal, so, yeah, actually, a little bit less than what retail was on him, so I'm pretty happy about that. For my buddy hooked me up, so I'm happy to find that guy. I don't have a lot of the Reaction figures. I think the only other one I've got is an Aliens figure. Then I got another Wii game, because I'm so far behind the times on video game systems. I finally got to play Breath of the Wild on Switch, and I absolutely love it. But I don't put a lot of time into video games anymore. If I can't sit down and play it for like an hour and get somewhere, like in the story, I don't want to just spend an hour doing like a side quest to get like a special slingshot, you know? It gets old after a while. Stupid Shadow of the Colossus ruined video games for me. That game was such a good video game that like I stopped playing other video games because nothing else even came close to Shadow of the Colossus. I don't care what anyone says. That is the best game ever made. Unless you like stupid side missions, then, you know, Zeldas are great. Which, some of them are fun, but yeah, at the end of the day, I just want to play the story, beat the game, and move on to the next whatever. But anyway, so I'm far behind on Zelda. I've never played Skyward Sword. I have Twilight Princess that I've still not played. I played it years ago for about 20 minutes and then decided to return the Wii to Walmart because I wasn't enjoying it. So, I'm going to play Twilight Princess, hopefully beat it, and then I'm going to play Skyward Sword. One of these days, if I ever get time. I got so many other things I need to do and projects and stuff. Video games are kind of like the last thing I need to do. But this one does look really cool. I want to fly on the giant bird. That's what I want to do. Yeah. So, $15 for it. Comes with the music and the instruction manuals. So, I didn't think that was a bad deal. Because usually just a game without the soundtrack is like $25, I want to say, like GameStop and shit. So, pretty happy to have that. I know, you just want petted. Thanks for moving the camera, buddy. Can you move it back? Alright. And then I got some Mini-Mates Predator figures. They're $5, so I figure why not. Who doesn't need Extraction Dutch and Battle Damage Predator? I don't have any of the rest of these. That's the only Mini-Mates Predators that I own. Speaking of Mini-Mates, so I went down to Chattanooga. Not really a vacation, it was kind of family stuff going on. But I wanted to go toy hunting, and if you live in Chattanooga, it sucks to be you because there's no good places to buy toys. I found this one, McKay's Books, and they had a couple things that I picked up, but this was one. Please don't. You got all scared, like, oh no, he's gonna hit me. I'd never hit you, buddies. You're just a little scaredy cat, but don't knock over my comics, please. And especially don't touch those Ninja Turtle books back there. Alright, so, you're gonna lay there now? Right on the edge of the Ninja Turtle books? Alright, whatever, as long as you're not moving around. Anyway, so this was actually seemed like a pretty good deal because if I remember right, these things go for like $50 or $60 for this set on eBay. So for picking it up for $11.95, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know what it is about this stuff. He-Man and Thundercats, I would much rather have any of the modern stuff over the vintage. I had the vintage stuff when I was a kid, so you would think I would have like some kind of nostalgia for it. But I think it was because I had the toys but didn't grow up with the cartoons. I seen the cartoons later. I don't know. for whatever reason, I don't have as much nostalgia for the vintage stuff, but modern stuff makes me have nostalgia for the older stuff that I had. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but I like these guys, and I like the set. Mammut. I didn't know who the dog was. And did they ever make a toy of this guy and this thing? I bet they did. Anyway, I just think that set's pretty cool. I don't know why you have two different sets of hands for this guy. That I don't understand. I'm sure there's some reason. But anyway, that's a really cool set. What you doing? Are you purring? I can hear you purr. Let me get the toast. 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 You don't like? I do. You don't care. Most cats don't like their bellies rubbed. He likes it. You can hear him purring. My good boy. For a 17-year-old cat, he's pretty cool. Alright, next up. This is definitely the heaviest item that I purchased this week. This is the Metals Diecast Batmobile. To be honest, I don't know why I bought this. I do know, because it's freaking the Tim Burton Batmobile, but it was $20, which I think is about $10 more than what it's worth. But it's pretty freaking cool. So I'm torn. I was really tempted to take it back, but I think I'm just going to hang on to it for a while. I don't have any other Tim Burton Batmobiles. The closest one I have is the Tim Burton Batmobile, but it's in that snow digital camo print, which is actually, I think, kind of rarer than the black Tim Burton Batmobile toy, but nevertheless, I don't know why I bought this. It is pretty cool. The guns open, the cockpit opens, and you got a little small Batman, and yeah, I don't know. I think it was because I was just in Chattanooga, and I wanted it to feel like I did something fun, so I kind of bought toys, even though I didn't really find anything I had to have. I just kind of wanted to buy stuff, I think. So yeah. I don't know. Torn on that one. He'll probably end up in the collection somewhere, I'm sure. Then, one of my buddies hooked me up with the Studio Series Rampage, for $15. I've got a little bit cheaper than that. So for $15 for one of these, I thought wasn't too bad. These Studio Series are pretty good. So I guess now I've got to find all the other Constructicons. Maybe. I'm kind of wondering if they'll actually combine like a fan transformation, kind of like how there's not an official transformation to make the camera out of the reflector or whatever they're calling reflector now. Here, you hold on to that, buddy. Next up, I did get one of these. I ordered this. I passed on him too many times, and then I kept seeing review after review of how awesome this figure was. So I finally had to break down and get it, and I found it on Hasbro Pulse whenever I was ordering the Transformers Ghostbusters Ecto 1. So I figured, I'd order this and they'd show up at the same time is what I thought. And then I didn't realize that when I ordered the Ecto 1 that it was actually on pre-order. Cause the pre-order date, I thought it said basically the same, a day after I ordered this. So I thought they'd just wait and send it all at once. Well, then they pushed the pre-order date back. So yeah. Is those okay there, buddy? You good? You good? Alright. Next up, I got Transformers Animated. And when I opened this up, I thought, oh crap, it's missing a disc, so I don't want this. But then I started looking, and what it is it's got seasons 1 on one disc, and seasons 2 on the next disc. And then it's got an extra Rescue Bots DVD that I will never watch, probably, on there. So, and apparently it's only supposed to have 2 seasons. So, I think I've watched some of this, and I just didn't care for the animation. But I love the toys. I think the animated toys are one of the better toy lines they've done. I just really like the toys in them. So I might have to give this a watch, because I want to say I only watched maybe an episode or 2. So I don't even know if I got into who these people were. It's tough to compete when I've already watched Prime, because this actually came out before the Prime series. And Prime was such a good Transformer series that I don't know if this can compete with that. Maybe it doesn't have to. Maybe it's just view it as its own separate thing. But as of right now, Prime is my #1 Transformer series. Beast Wars is second. And then, I don't know what would be my third. I guess you'd have to go G1. Even though I'll be honest, I haven't seen all of G1. Mainly because I didn't get into Transformers. I had Beast Wars when I was a kid, and very few of the original G1s when I was a kid, because they were really expensive. So it wasn't until years later Beast Wars came out, and I thought, ooh, Beast Wars, those things look cool, and got into them, and I loved the cartoons. That actually was what really got me into the toys. So definitely Beast Wars is my favorite. But Prime edged it out. Prime was such a good show. I still like the toys better, I think, in Beast Wars. But Prime was a really good show. I don't know. Actually, the toys in Prime were pretty cool, too. That's a toss-up. Those are both really good series. But G1, I've watched a lot of the cartoons, but I probably haven't seen every single one like I did. I have seen every single Beast Wars and every single Prime, I believe. Now that I think about it, I don't know if there are some Beast Wars that may have come out. Anyway. Like the Japanese ones, I don't think I've ever seen. Anyway. Actually, the Beast Wars that I grew up watching was... We had satellite TV, and they used to put out these movies that were like... I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes combined. And when they would come out, I'd always find out in the morning before school, and then I would pretend to be sick so I could stay at home and watch them all day. And I'd record them on the VCR and then play them back to back to back. Because the network that actually aired Beast Wars we didn't get. So those were like, for the longest time, those were the only Beast Wars episodes I ever seen, was the kind of small Beast Wars movies that they would release on satellite TV. Anyway, you don't care about that stuff. You're here to see toys. Let's look at toys. Next up, you know what? I'm going to show this. This is pretty cool. So I haven't gotten my own, but I need to. My buddy, he just recently got a 3D printer. And he printed this, and so I'm going to try to see if I can smooth any of this stuff out and maybe paint it. I don't know if that can be painted or not, but it's got a rubber band on it to keep everything held together. But I need to hit it with a hairdryer because this thing's set in my car and kind of warped a little bit. So I need to hit it with a hairdryer and see if I can get it to go on straight. But if it doesn't, it's cool. I like it just sitting like that, actually, so I might end up just gluing it together and just leaving it alone, because I like that thing. Actually, I think it looks cool just as 3D printing. Might not even get painted. Next up, another thing I picked up when I was in Chattanooga. I think this is the last turtle that I needed for my Olympic turtles. So I'll have to find all the parts for him, but I probably wouldn't have bought him other than the fact that I was like I said, I was in Chattanooga and I just wanted to find something. I was really bored. The family stuff I had going on. I had a lot of downtime and didn't have anything to do, so I was like on my phone looking up Goodwills and having no luck, and looking up toy stores, no luck, and then running into comic shops that say they're comic shops, but all they do is specialize in Magic the Gathering crap, which I've never played, so I can't justify not liking it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I don't like going into a comic shop and they don't know shit about comics. They don't sell comics, or they don't know shit about vintage toys. They don't sell vintage toys. Very annoying. Anyway, next up, well, let's just stick with the Ninja Turtles. So I found a Chrome Dome. This one I picked up mainly because it's in a lot better condition than mine. And he's got one of his wings, and I think I'm missing... might have the other wing, but I'm pretty sure I'm missing a wing. So it had a wing. I don't care about the belt because I've actually got 2 of those belts. But the Chrome Dome, the Chrome is in a lot better shape than mine. Mine's like we'll just say mine's just the dome because he's missing a lot of his chrome. Next up is the Sewer Spitting Turtles Michelangelo. And this was the last sewer spitter I needed for this line. So again, I need to find his accessories for him. And yeah. Next up, I already have this guy, but he was $3. And this is a pretty rare Ninja Turtle figure. This is Sumo Mike. He doesn't have any of the accessories, but even in this condition, he's definitely worth more than $3. So got him. And this guy, I just wasn't sure. He was also $3. He's in really rough shape, but I couldn't remember if I have him or not. I can't remember. I think I only have the Raphael in this line. I think I have Bebop, Rocksteady, and Raphael, but I wasn't sure if I had Michelangelo or not. Like I said, he's in rough shape, but for $3, he's a good stand-in until I can find one in better shape. So for that kind of price, I don't think I'll lose money whenever I go to sell him. So it's kind of like he's a good placeholder for now. That's how I do. I'll buy a placeholder, and then if I find a better one, I'll sell that one, and now I've got a better one. It works for me. Next up, I did pick up this McFarland Aliens dog figure. I think it's the Dog Warrior is what it is. But it's a McFarland Aliens figure, and he was $10. So I figure any McFarland Alien figure for $10, I'm going to grab it. Why not? You know? Like, you just don't run across these things enough to be picky. Don't know what's the best way to make you stand. I haven't really got a chance to play with this guy much. But anyway, there he is. He's kind of a cool figure. So, you know, for whatever those are, 10 or 15 years old, they still hold up pretty well. It still looks pretty good. It's no Neca, but it would be a good stand-in with Neca, I think. So, it's the first time I've gotten an Alien and a Predator in a haul in a very long time, or one of the other. I haven't done I kind of got out of buying the Predators, which I probably shouldn't have, because most of those figures end up going for way more than you ever pay for them. I don't know why they do. So, but I'm not in it for the money, I guess. Probably why I haven't bought them. I just buy the figures that I like, and that's it. Next up, I picked up some G1 goodness. Picked up Whirl. Don't know if he's a good price, $20, but most of them when I seen them online were about $50, so I guess he's a good price. He doesn't have any of his accessories, but bot-wise, he seems like he's complete. You know, 2 arms, 2 legs, head, and the rotors are still there on both the helicopter, on the front and the rear rotor. Tail prop, is that tail prop or tail rotor? Something like that. Anyway, I always liked Whirl, so I'm happy to have this guy. I wonder if the rub symbol still works. Yep. Autobot. Is that the Autobot logo? Now that I look at it, I wasn't even paying attention. What was going on here? Huh. Anyway. It's Whirl. Next up, probably one of my favorites in the pickups, in the Z pickups. Kitty, kitty. There, that'll be my cover photo. I picked, finally, I never thought I'd be able to get my hands on this guy. Finally got a Neca BeetleJuice figure. I am so happy to have this. This is one I've been wanting for a while. And, let me see. Look at that. Come on, that is awesome. I love the translucent hair. And the best part is he's complete. He's got both his snakes and his book, which is the handbook for the recently deceased. And I'm very happy to have this guy. I got him for a good deal. He usually goes for about 50 bucks, and I got him for 25. And yeah, I'm very happy to have that. I wish he would stand a little bit better. You almost got to turn him inwards. Really happy to have that guy. He looks really freaking cool. Next up, I guess it's gonna be the last thing. I picked up a movie star Splinter, unpunched, and the card's in really good shape. I don't see any kind of wear on it really. There's one little tiny nick right there, but the bubble isn't cracked anywhere. I mean, it's really a clean card. So this is the only movie star figure that I have on card right now, and I'm very happy to have it. Too bad that none of the weapons are actually painted like they show on the card, but that's kind of how it usually goes. But yeah, it's in pretty good shape. There's maybe a little bit of marks. It's like kind of like scuff marks, but all in all, it's in really good shape. It doesn't seem like it's too yellowed or faded or anything, so very happy to have this. I haven't bought a carded Ninja Turtle in a couple of months, so always good whenever I can add a carded Ninja Turtle to the stuff. Mind if I have this? Here, what if I do this? Are you okay with that? Is that better? Can I take a picture now? Alright, now you'll be in my screenshot. I usually don't like to try to put like my best stuff in the screenshot, but come on. Come on. Anyway, sorry this wasn't the most entertaining of haul videos. But yeah, we're just gonna move on. Call it done. And I just want to get all the stuff put away because I got some stuff I need to do in my office here, and I'm procrastinating. All right, so we're gonna go. Thanks for sticking around and listening to me ramble, and bye bye, kiddies.